Cape Town, South Africa, November 29, 2017. Triple murder accused Henri van Breda during the axe murder trial in the Western Cape High Court on November 29, 2017 in Cape Town, South Africa. Van Breda's defense team closed his case after 63 days of testimony. Dr. James Butler continued his testimony on Van Breda's juvenile myoclonic epilepsy for the third day. Image credits, Gallo Images, Adrian. Kock. Judge Siraj Desai has handed down judgment in the Henri van Breda case, finding the 23-year-old guilty of murdering 3 members of his own family with an axe. Desai took apart the defense's case as he took almost 6 hours to condemn the defendant. He stated that there was no evidence of any attempted housebreak-in as Van Breda had claimed. The judge was also skeptical about Henri's wounds. Judge Siraj Desai delivers the verdict. He stated that they were self-inflicted, as he was trying to cover up the crime he'd committed. Ultimately, Desai was forced to admit that the verdict he has come to was inescapable, finding Van Breda guilty on all charges. The 23-year-old had relentlessly protested his innocence, instead claiming that a balaclava-clad intruder entered their Stellenbosch home and proceeded to hack both his parents and brother to death with an axe. His sister Marley was left with serious head injuries and no memory after she too was struck by the axe. She was unable to testify for either the defense or the prosecution due to her amnesia. Henri van Breda's reaction. Van Breda's reaction itself was a chiller. When the decision was shared with the Western Cape High Court, he stood there with an emotionless look fixed to his face. Perhaps the writing was already on the wall for Henri, who might have resigned himself to his fate. The judge was beyond comprehensive in telling Van Breda exactly what he thought of the defense, led by advocate Pete Botha. Desai's recount was longer than 300 minutes and it was bruising for the defendant. Despite the long wait, there was no suspense. Everything pointed to a guilty verdict, and that's what was handed down just after 1600 on Monday. Watch the dramatic moment Henri van Breda received the verdict here.